Kelvin, the day after the away trip to Peterborough, a disappointing local derby.
Yeah, I think that's probably an understatement, really. Very disappointing in the end. I'm not necessarily sure we deserved a 3-0 scoreline, but in fairness, you gave away two goals from corners and you gave yourself a mountain to climb, and it was difficult, and it's most disappointing, I think, because the expectation that was on it. The fans were just fantastic next to me. You're really close there at Peterborough, and they were just in great voice and great spirits, and then you do that, and so disappointing. But it's part of what we part of football, I guess, and you got to move on and head to the next game.
Yeah, this week marks the third of the way through the season. Important to retain some context and just to look at the first third of the season as a whole.
Yeah, there's always going to be ups and downs. I think if you go to another club and get beat 3-0 like that away, you're probably not disappointed. I think because it was a local derby and there is that sort of spice to it, and it's a lot more, and it's a lot more disappointing. And it probably takes an extra couple of days to get over. But it is, in context, it is one game, and we get a chance to go at Peterborough again in a few games' time anyway. So we've now got to focus on Saturday. I know Rob is. I think Rob was gutted after. Very disappointed. One of the first things he said to me was how disappointed he was for the fans, and I think he apologised and etc. And the players were very down in the changing room. But look, I've always said in football, we're not going to get carried away with the wins, and so we're not going to get carried away with the losses either. So it's overall of the season, and it's still been a decent start, and we've got to look at it, and it's a strange league because you're 3 points off the playoffs, and you've got to look at the positives in these situations, and once you're over it, and you've had the sort of the real disappointing spell, you move on. And me and Rob had a good chat after the game, and a little bit reported a bit. It wasn't necessarily a frank discussion. It was just a normal discussion that we have after every game that I'm at. We've a good relationship, and it doesn't matter. You don't not have a good relationship just because you lose a game. That's not the way we are, and we continue, and he'll be looking at. I know what his drive will be like. Last night we'll be looking at ways that he can improve things and get the right result on Saturday.